The market in Kumasi must be one of the largest in West Africa. You can find almost anything here, including lots of cloth. Cloth has always been important in West Africa. Long before Europeans came round the coast in the late 15th century, cloth had been traded back and forth between West Africa and the Mediterranean. West African markets have always played an essential part in mediating taste between artists and their patrons. Some cloth from Bonwire is being sewn together. But far more important as far as this market is concerned are the printed cotton textiles. During the latter half of the 19th century, Dutch textile makers wanted to copy Indonesian batiks and sell them to Indonesian people at a price that was cheaper than they could make them for themselves. Eventually, the Dutch found a way of printing resin rather than the wax of a true batik onto both faces of the cloth. The resin resisted the dye, but the results were not popular in Indonesia. Yet, quite by chance, they sold well in that part of West Africa known as the Gold Coast, today's modern Ghana. Many of the current popular designs show the strong trace of their Indonesian origins. These cloths were first produced in the Netherlands and then, soon after the beginning of the 20th century, in Britain, especially in the factories around Manchester. These resin-resist cloths are known as wax prints because of their history, and they're different from the so-called fancy prints, which are simply printed imitations of the resist-dyed cloths.
Where is
money flies. Okay. It means that the money has wings. And if you have money, you'll be on the move all the time.
As soon as these fabrics began to sell on the Gold Coast, the Dutch developed designs around local West African interests. These especially focused upon the visualization of proverbs, already an established art tradition among people like the Ashanti. Money Has Wings was first designed in the Netherlands, but was very popular in Ghana and was widely copied. It has also been redesigned in Ghana, replacing the bird with a hand holding an egg and adding the words, "Life is like an egg." This reminds us how easily our lives can be broken, and yet we hold our destinies in our hands. We are outside the Catholic Cathedral in Kumasi, and a young mother is wearing a pattern we'd seen in the market. Money Has Wings. She said she wore the cloth because she liked it. Then she said she'd bought it when she was expecting her first child. The design may have made her think of the baby growing within her. Sometimes the remnants from dressmaking are patched together for resale.
It's really beautiful. So
what is this hand?
Okay, so enquan ana bibi kan ha
The hand was educational as well as proverbial. The spots were originally the 12 pennies in a Victorian shilling.
wide eyes.
This one is auditions. Auditions. Like a queen do not cry. A queen.
So what occasions? Okay, wait. On what occasions would someone wear this?
Like when they are doing something like festivals or all these things. They can wear it anytime they're doing.
Okay, it means a royal does not cry. Okay, what about this one? Pebbles or stones in the house. Okay. I want to see the old cloths
Old clothes.
first, and then after that, maybe show.
This one is old clothes.
It's an old cloth.
Yeah. It's called a Kwame pencil.
Okay. So it's from early 60s when Kwame Nkrumah was.
And this one's too.
At independence, these technologies were transferred to West Africa. Akosombo is one place in Ghana where there is a textile printing factory.
This one's from Akosombo.
It's from Akosombo.
Okay. So is this a real wax?
Yeah, it's a rare wax.
So do you have a super wax to here?
This one is the super wax.
This is a super wax. Okay. So what's the difference between the super wax and the ordinary wax print?
Okay, these ones are very good than the ordinary wax.
In what ways?
Than this one.
In what way?
You know, this one, the quality is very good. The one they have been using it to do this one, it's very good than this.
And what about this one?
This one are Kusumu, 8 years.
Most of the cloths in Kumasi market are either fancy prints or wax prints made in Ghana or Nigeria.
This one too is very old cloth. It's called Bonsu. It's a name of a person.
Bonsu.
Bonsu, yeah.
Okay.
Other themes included the novelties of the day, such as education in the late 19th century,
It's called Mobitel.
or the mobile telephone 100 years later.
When did it come out?
This year.
Only this year.
Only this year.
How much?
This one is not Ghanaian cloth. It's Nigerian.
It's from
It's
Nigeria.
from Nigeria.
The designs are responding to the senses both of tradition and of modernity.
And the English movie said one tree gets broken by the wind. One tree gets broken by the wind. Okay, when every factory then? Factory. Akosombo na. Okay.
This is in fact a locally factory printed copy of a resin-resist cloth produced in Holland by the Vlisco factory in Helmond. And one of the problems that the Dutch producers of these cloths have is that as soon as they produce a new popular design, over here the textile factory owners and designers pirate it, so that the very fact that the Dutch designs are copied by local factories means that the Dutch designers have to work very hard keeping on top of the whole fashion interest in these cloths. The more expensive Dutch and English cloths are sold in specialist shops.
Could you explain to me why this particular cloth is so much more expensive than the Ghanaian printed cloths?
For this one, it's import one from Holland. That's why this one is more expensive than Ghana one.
Hey, madam.
So this cloth is from where?
From Tema.
And do you know how they make it?
They use polyester to make it.
You mean foam rubber?
Yes. They have a lot of design. They have a lot of design. So when they pick the design, they put it in this thing.
The wax?
Yes. And they print it on it.
So they print the hot wax onto the cloth?
Yes. They use foam.
And then the wax resists the dye?
Yes.
It's another version of how the whole Dutch wax thing came about, which involved printing hot resin onto both faces of the cloth.
So after they
and
finish making
And
it,
of course they did that in imitation of Indonesian batik, and that's how this whole thing started. So you've actually got a number of things going on. You've got that technique, you've then got the printed imitation of it, the fancy cloth, and then you've got this kind of thing, which is a local reversion back to where the technique originally came from. These cloths are a record of collaboration between art makers, designers, print workers, and traders, and the people who buy and use them. We can see the designer's response to local poetic interests, visualizing people's ideas about themselves and about the society in which they live.
With Adinkra and Kente, the relations of production include the African diaspora. Wax cloths and fancy prints are the result of even wider global relations. Studying these textiles emphasizes how important it is to be open to the ways different societies define their own art making.